news everywhere.
It was a busy and loud scene at the Manitoba legislature as protesters with the Freedom Convoy were met with a counter-demonstration on Saturday afternoon.
And now, while police say there were no arrests or charges at the events, counter-demonstration organizers say they're disgusted. That's after the group says video has surfaced of an Indigenous counter-demonstrator being physically removed from the street while Freedom Convoy demonstrators blocked off traffic just meters away.
To see that, I was absolutely, I'm not even disappointed anymore. I'm disgusted.
That's Omar Kinarath, an organizer with Defend Winnipeg, who helped spearhead the counter-demonstration. For him, he says the Winnipeg Police Service's double standard was on full display during the detainment.
We're under siege and nothing is being done about it. And it almost feels like that the police are completely complicit.
In an emailed statement, Winnipeg Police said it would be inaccurate to say there is a double standard in play, saying no charges were laid and the priority for police was public safety and to, quote, protect everyone involved. They say the two people detained were done so under the Intoxicated Persons Detention Act for their safety. In a statement, they said, quote, "We do not want anyone to get hurt. The two individuals were safely transported to a friend's house and turned over without any charges," end quote. Earlier in the day at the counter-demonstration, Kinarath says they wanted to send a clear message to those involved in the Freedom Convoy.
That we're a united community and we're not going to take it. We're not Ottawa, and we want to show these people, if they want to keep coming in our communities, that we're going to keep coming back. We're going to show this type of resistance. And another thing is to bring everybody in, because we feel abandoned right now by the folks we put in power, and we want to show the police and we want to show the city that we're not happy.
He says with an election coming up, the voting public should be taking note of how the city is handling the situation, saying the lack of response and enforcement is totally unacceptable.
So we're completely unhappy with how the police have handled this. We've been disturbed, we've been losing sleep, we've been harassed, and this has to end now.
Despite the counter event and recent concerns from city councillors, organizers of the Freedom Convoy, whose encampment now takes up a city block with porta potties, fire pits, food trucks and tents, say they're not trying to cause any harm.
We're not trying to cause a disturbance. We are not inciting violence whatsoever. We're a peaceful protest, and we're trying to unite people, open up dialogue, try to understand where the other side is coming from. We are not trying to be a disturbance.
He says the movement wants to get truckers affected by mandates on the road and back to work while protecting individual rights in Canada, noting even with the recent announcements about mandates lifting locally, the convoy will continue.
The truckers started this. They still can't cross the borders. There's still a lot of things that have to happen. There's work to be done.
And despite anger from the counter-demonstrators about the detainment, police say the events were relatively peaceful in nature, thanking those who live nearby and those involved for their cooperation and patience as they work towards a resolution. In Winnipeg, Modjeski, City News.